What is up, y'all? It is your girl Unique, the one and only, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to put on lashes. So in all my videos, my lashes are more than likely always done because I always keep them done because I do them myself. So I always wear cluster lashes, but I'm also going to teach you how to do strip lashes today for those who just feel as though cluster is impossible for them, even though for me cluster is way easier than strip. So because I already opened up the strip, this is the box. They're both by Kiss, so you can find it in any local beauty supply store near you. So the glue that I'm going to use is this strip lash adhesive aloe glue. And that's just the glue that I used when I used to do strips. Strips for me is a quick, I'm running late and I don't have time to do clusters, but I have just enough time to struggle with the strip. So we're gonna start off with the strips, like I said, and I just have to make sure the glue comes out. So what I like to do, I'm trying to get the glue together, is I start obviously at the edge and I just slowly trail it across. So let me just move it closer so you can see it a bit more. So I just slowly, like the glue's just slowly coming out and I'm just trailing it over the lash. I like to put a little extra on my ends just because that's where I'm hoping it sticks the most. Because when the ends begin to lift, that's when you're in trouble. So I usually fan and blow it. I do the mixture of the two. I just have to make sure my tweezers are not sticky. If your tweezers are sticky and have glue on it, it will then cause the lash to stick to the tweezer. And when you go to place it, it will cause the lash to stick to the tweezer and pull up when you go to take your tweezer away. And that is the worst. I also like to put my tweezer pretty close up just because it makes for easier placement. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to look like down in a way just so that your eye rises and you can place the lash right on top of your lash line, and it's just a bit easier to see. I'm gonna make sure this is, dry enough, because when it is too wet, it does mess it up as well. But you just have to make sure it's tacky enough to stick, but not create a mess. Like I said, you're gonna look basically down, and you're going to place this directly above your lash line. Don't blink. What you're gonna do, like I said, I personally like to start in the middle and then work the ends. The ends are the more harder part to secure. And then you can honestly just play with it. Once you kind of have it in place, you can then begin to just play around with it, making sure it stays and it sticks. So there is a quick tutorial on how to do a strip lash. You can also, if you like, cut the strip lash to fit your eye a bit better. I, however, don't do that because, like I said, I don't use strips anyway. But here's this eye, a strip. Now we are going to go to the cluster. Now, most people find clusters to be much more difficult. Sorry. Another reason I don't do strips is because I always feel like it's lifting. Even if it's not, it's lifting to me. So, but a lot of people find cluster to be much more difficult. I don't. Like I said, we're using both Kiss lashes. This is the triple black knot free long. So I usually do long, sometimes do a mixture of long and medium, depending on what look you want, which is something you also have to practice. I'm also going to use Ardell Lash individual glue. I don't use their lashes, but I do have to use their glue. So I'm going to start with the lid to another pair of lashes, because obviously I have open cluster. And I just put a little dabble of glue on the lid just because it makes it easier, and it's the lid. I don't have to find anything. So the lash look I'm gonna go for is a more natural look, which means my lashes are gonna be more spread out. And then if you wanna do a more fuller look, you just fill them in. So with individuals, you don't go over, at least I don't, sorry. I don't go over, I go under. So you're just gonna take your lash, dip the front of it, not the back, but the front. So if you can tell, this is the front. So you're gonna dip this part into the lash glue. So like I said, we don't go over with clusters, we go under. So then you're just gonna raise up your eye like so. And just put the lash. Ooh. Okay. So I'm just gonna do a few more. And we're just gonna have two completely different eyes done. Like I said, this is a more natural look that I'm gonna go for. So again, you put it on the front of the lash, the part that curls up. You're going to lift your eye and you want to put it right under where your eyelid, where your eyelash is growing. So right where your eyelash is growing, you want to put it right there. You want to be careful not to put it on the skin, because that's honestly what sometimes can make your eyes burn, and not just the toxins itself. And y'all, there we have it. This is the eye with the cluster. It's much more natural, so it might be a bit harder to see. But if you guys do look under the eye, you can see what I mean when I say you're going to put it under. It helps it look a bit more natural. And then if you have any problems, because it's a cluster, and like, let's say you don't like it, like, oh, I feel like I missed a spot, you can always just go in and just add another cluster. And that is like the best part about it, because it's like, oh, I don't think, this doesn't really need anything added. But it's like, oh, if I don't need anything, I can just throw it in. And then another thing with clusters is if one falls out, you can always go back and just add it in, like, because you're gonna always have those lashes. And if you just keep lashes on you in the bag, you're great. But y'all, this is a quick tutorial on how to do lashes. And I hope you guys love it. I hope this helps whoever views it do their own lashes, whether it be a strip or a cluster. And if I was to just fill in the little empty slots, then it would be a full set instead of like a more classic set. That's what I call them. Or the extra set is when I just have long extra. But thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Like the video, whether it helped you, you just liked it, or you just think, oh, unique, your lashes look cute, oh, my nails are cute, ooh. Just like it. Like, why not like it? Comment what you would like to see from me. This page is brand new, so I'm still getting into the swing of things. I won't do many makeup stuff because I'm not heavy in the makeup community. Even though I do makeup, I'm not like heavy and I don't do crazy eyes. But just let me know what you want to see other than what I'm posting, and definitely subscribe and hit that bell notification so you can be the first to know when I post another video. Do you not want to see it? Because I know you do. But thank you so much, you guys. Until next time.